Oh, Chad. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we already have some hater energy coming for the Drop My Flag Challenge. As you know, Hocus 45th created the Drop My Flag Challenge that announced his blood affiliations. He's no longer blood. According to him, he's no longer part of Sex Money Murder, which is a Bronx-based blood set in New York City. All right. And he's been other people to drop their flag as well, not only in the city of New York, but in other states as well. All right. Now, there has been West Coast support from a lot of the OGs, like Ayatollah Marv and etc. But we also have people who are not even official people who are trying to disrespect and mock this movement, this challenge that Hocus 45th has created, which is very positive for the youth. Now, Hocus 45th actually posted this video from Boskoe100. A lot of y'all know who that is. He's also, I guess you would say, a gang member, but he's not respected that much. He has been, violated before on camera. Also, isn't known for the best squabbles ever out there. But he had this to say about Hocus 45th's Drop My Flag challenge, man. Let's get into it, man. Smash the like, man.
You know what? Honestly, I think I approached that drop your flag situation all wrong. You know what, Hocus 45th? I feel you, bro. I feel you and I support you. You know why? Cause it's a lot of out of town. I feel like, you know what? A lot of them niggas shouldn't have had flags any fucking way, but fuck you niggas even have flags for. You know what? I completely support you. Maybe that'll dumb down and stop a lot of this snitch ass shit and a lot of this buster shit, purse wearing, dick sucking niggas. A lot of that shit'll be like toned down if a lot of these buster ass niggas that shouldn't have had flags drop their flag. Jesus, stay focused, blacks. Drop your flag, busters.
So basically, what he's disrespecting is he disrespecting New York. He said these purse wearers, D eaters, and all that. He's talking about New York. If you pay attention, he's just disrespecting people that's in New York. He's also saying that we're rats, and it wouldn't be as much ratting if we just got rid of the gangs. No, there's always gonna be rats, no matter where you at. There's rats in LA. There's rats wherever. There's rats in New York. There's rats everywhere. Right? He is talking crazy because he's trying to make it seem like, oh, the reason that there's rats is because these New Yorkers had rags and they was never supposed to have rags. Well, let's just call it like it is. Yeah, I agree. We should have never had rags. However, people lost their lives behind these sets, man. People have lost their lives, their homies behind these sets. There was blood spilled behind these gangs, regardless of how anyone feels. People bang hard. They bang hard for them sets. They put in pain for them sets, regardless of how y'all feel about it. These gangs everywhere. People banging sets that's not even California based, like the Gangster Disciples, right? Or the Black Disciples. Things like that. The Stones. All that, a lot of that stuff, all of that is not California based. However, yes, we did adapt a lot of that LA stuff, especially when the Bloods came on in Rikers Island in 1993 and the Crips and so on and so forth. Like a lot of this stuff, yes, stemmed from Cali. However, work was put in. At the end of the day, work was put in when those gangs reached New York. Work was put in. That's just a fact. There's gonna be rats regardless. Now, getting rid of the gangs helps to stop the recos from happening because a lot of these gang enhancement laws and these RICO charges would become way less frequent if gangs were completely gone. All the Blood and Crip stuff was completely gone. Now, we didn't have gangs in New York way before Bloods and Crips ever touched down in New York. We have. We had Decepticons, even some of the 5% Nation, not all of them were on positive things. Let's just say that. All right, Sex Money Murder was a gang before it even joined forces with the UBN, the United Blood Nation in New York. All right, before Sex Money Murder was Blood, it was a regular gang created by Pistol Pete, which became Blood under pistol Pete's instruction, right? So again, we already had gangs. There was plenty. There was a blood gang in New York before Bloods even came about, and it was a different blood gang. All right, it was just called. I think it was just called Blood, and it wasn't anything that had to do with bandanas or nothing like that. It was just a New York gang called Blood before Bloods even touched base in New York. Before New Yorkers knew what Bloods was. Facts. You dig what I'm saying? So again, that's just a little history lesson. But point being, this is not a good message. And also understand that everybody in Cali ain't fond of New Yorkers gangbanging or anyone out of town gangbanging for that matter. So that tradition is still there. But however, you do have a lot of people out west that do support this movement that was cool with New Yorkers and out of towners banging they sets and etc. It's just what it is, you know. But unfortunately, you're gonna have people like this that do come about trying to disrespect the movement in the city as a collective because they mad that we banging anyway. They think that it's weird. They think that they trying to be like them. That's how they look at it. Some of them, not everybody, but some people like Boskoe100. But I think Boskoe100 is a bozo. I think Boskoe100 ain't a reputable name out there out west. He's not. Crazy enough, anybody with the 100 in their name doesn't seem to have any type of good standing out west. Let's just be real. Like, if I talk to one of my homies out west, I got a lot of homies out west that I rock with from different gangs, from neighborhood Crips to Brims to Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Inglewood, the Swans and all that. I know those people. If I ask them about Boskoe100, they gonna tell me the same thing. They gonna tell me, oh yeah, he's a bozo. That's what they gonna say. They gonna talk about the time that you was hiding in the crib and somebody was looking for you and all that stuff. They're not gonna say anything that's respectable about you. You feel what I'm saying? So you doing this don't mean nothing. Like you could talk all this stuff all you want. We could go down a timeline of bozo behavior that you did. What pain did you put in for your game, champ? Because Hocus 45th put in serious work for his game when he was an active game member. What did you do though? That's what we want. We want to know what you did, champ. All right. It seems like that all the people that's jumping out the window trying to disrespect and mock things are not official people. Nobody's gonna vouch for you, champ. Nobody official is gonna vouch for you. You know that you're official when official people vouch for you. If nobody official can vouch for you, you're not official. Okay? Until we see people who got names out there out west say that you that, then that'd be a different ball game. But we know you for being a goofy. Just saying. That's how I know of you. All right. Now, crazy enough, Boskoe100 in the past has, reacted to a video of mine and all that, but that don't mean nothing. You talking about something totally different. This is bozo behavior in my personal opinion because this is a positive movement. Why does it have to always go back to, hey, yeah, y'all some rats? Like, but you're not someone who's respected to be calling people rats. Not saying that you're a rat because I don't know if you're a rat, but you're not respected out west. So what gives you the authority to say who's right and who's not. And it's corny and nasty generalization just to say that a certain city is the reason why rats and weirdos is around, because there's weirdos everywhere. You can't escape the weirdness. There's always gonna be that when it comes to gang culture. There's always gonna be weirdness. There's always gonna be people who tell. It's just how it goes. Everybody's not official. And I do agree that New York should be losing the Bloods and the Crips and any other gangs that don't belong to us, or just gangs in general, and start off with something different for the youth to follow, so they don't you lose their young life. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of violence in the city right now, and then most of it is coming from gang violence, and I know this to be fact. The Mac Bull is beefing with the Brims. All right, it's a big battle going on. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people hate GDs, the Gangster Disciples, beefing with a lot of different gangs, especially the Crips. You dig what I'm saying? So let's put that to a stop. Why try to create a situation or disrespect the situation or try to disrespect members who used to be members for the work that they put in and act like they was like some clowns or something, like they was just cornballs. No, you only create a different type of situation with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand bringing negativity to something positive. I think that's cornball behavior. I think that's clout chasing, and that's thirsty behavior. So that's just how I'm looking at it. Y'all tell me if I'm bugging, but I'm telling you exactly what this is, man. Salute to Hocus 45th. I don't know if Hocus understands that Bosco is this in New York, but I want you to know, champ, that he's this in New York. You might be looking at it from a different light though. But salute to you, champ, for even, bringing this forward, putting this, in the atmosphere, because this is a necessity right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. So salute. But this guy's a bozo. And make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know how you think about this whole ordeal, man. What y'all thinking, man? Is this negativity on a positive act getting corny? Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Also, make sure you smash it like you have not. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? Are you ready? He's the man. One and only New York man, Frederick Adams, and you rock with the 10 favorite Joe Face knows, big guys. Everybody knows the 10 versus anybody at all times. Hit the like, share the video. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.